Council, as the local control authority under the Biosecurity Act, has to have control programs and inspection programs focusing on the different goals under the invasive species plan. And we have to report outcomes to the New South Wales Department of Primary Industries. Our local program is guided by the invasive species plan from the state government, then also South East Regional Weeds program for our control and inspection programs. In the South East region, we have the Weeds Action program. This is an inspection program where we receive funding from the state government to undertake inspections for their priorities. We also have the South East Regional Plan, which guides us on our priority weeds. Council receives support funding from the state government to help us do our local program. We have to report the outcomes from those inspections. Under the Weeds Action program, we have a series of activities based on the 4 goals of the New South Wales Invasive Species Plan. Goal 1 is to prevent new weeds from establishing. So we inspect high-risk pathways and sites where weeds may come into our area from other regions. This can be major highways or rest stops where people may drop seeds. These sites are inspected up to 3 times a year depending on their risk. So goal 2 is to eradicate small infestations before they spread. An example for one of those would be our gauze or fireweed sites. Where we know we have these weeds, we inspect every year. In addition, we'll inspect all land, public or private, and try and get back once every 4 years. Goal 3 is to manage widespread weeds by protecting priority assets. These assets include environmental, agricultural and community. As an example, there's over 100 native species and ecological communities that are threatened by extinction. We also have some productive agricultural land that are threatened by weeds, as an example, the grazing area around Braidwood. Because 4 years can be a long time in the weed cycle, we try and inspect those priority asset sites a second time through that cycle. We're also working on trying to develop management plans for those priority asset sites. Goal 4 is capacity building, making sure our biosecurity staff are well trained and able to identify the new weeds that may be coming into our area. We try and educate the community on weeds. This is done through field days as well as our inspection program on each person's property. In addition to the Weeds Action program, the biosecurity team does a number of other activities. We spend a lot of time developing strategies and plans for our biosecurity program. We maintain the skills of staff, do compliance, follow-up and enforcement. We also develop educational materials and activities, and we seek grants for research and develop tools as part of our continuous improvement. We develop partnerships with landowners to help manage widespread weeds at priority sites. We also have an extensive biosecurity weed control program to manage weeds on our own land.